What's up, guys? We're going to talk about the truth about textbook English versus real English and how that would actually look, on a day-to-day. But first, say hi to my dog. This is Holly. Say hi, Holly. Hi, puppy. She a good girl. But yeah, hope you all having a great evening. Whatever time it is in Japan right now, I'm not sure. But it's evening time currently here, so I'm about to go to bed. But I hope you all are having a great day, or we're about to start your day, and have a good start to that. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, if you're thinking about like textbook English or normal English, you can study a textbook 1,000 times. You can do all your research on English. You can learn, every English word in the dictionary, become super fluent at it, be super professional with it, and at the end of the day, it's still not going to sound authentic because, to be 100% honest with you, English speakers, part of being a natural English speaker is we are not great English speakers. Like, to give you the short answer, the solid truth of the matter is that we use a lot of slang, we use a lot of, I don't know how you would say, we use a lot of contractions, a lot of slurred words, a lot of not completely enunciated words. That's just how English speakers are for the most part, at least here in America. So, it varies per language, every language is different and every country is different. A lot of countries speak English, certain countries probably speak English differently, but here in America, we speak like a very screwed up prototype of English, I feel like. And to be honest with you, it's kind of strange because English used to be one of those languages that was like super strict. People would speak proper English and stuff, but modern day English is so much different. You got a lot of slang words, and I feel like every generation adds their own version of English, their own slang words to English language. So it's kind of weird, kind of confusing, but you get the hang of it over time. But like, for example, part of just speaking English is not speaking everything perfectly and accepting that you don't have to speak everything perfectly. That's part of speaking natural English. Like, to be real with you, well, it's a good example. To be real with you, that's not really a full, how'd I put it? More of like a slang sentence, I'd say. It's like saying for real, or for real. I would not go for real all the time. I'd be like, for real? Kind of merge the words together. Totally fine. I mean, you're not going to be necessarily typing or writing this in that way. Like, if you're at a professional setting, you're never going to write your email that way. You're never going to write a book that way. But day-to-day conversations, as a normal American, we just don't do that. We don't speak perfect English. And that's just how we do it. It's totally fine. And, there might be a sentence when talking to each other that normally be like 3 words, and you dumb it down to 1 word. Like, that's something that's weird about English. Like, for example, you would say, what is up? That's a full sentence, asking someone, like, what's up, what they're up to, what they're doing. And, you could say, what's up? Which is kind of like, you remove the is. Just use it as a contraction. What's up? Makes sense. Or, sup? What up? Once again, just removing more syllables or letters or words. And now it's not like you can just necessarily do it with any sentence, but a lot of sentences people have done that with, and it's kind of a part of the English language. Like I said, the phrase what is up, to be honest, has been like butchered 1,000 different ways. There's probably about 1,000 different ways to say that. Now that I think about it, it sounds really dumb. A lot of things that are the way they are, I have absolutely no idea why they are that way. Especially when it comes to English. There's a lot of rules in the English language that don't make sense to me. It doesn't make any sense why they would even exist. And just someone that's learning English, to me, I imagine it probably sucks because our rules are so confusing. But, like I said beforehand, and I still stand by this, if you still work at it and you're just consistent with it, and you do things to help you study, like watch these videos, just hear other English people speak. And to be honest, that's kind of good when it comes to non-English speakers. I feel like learning English, because it's okay to make mistakes, and accepting that it's okay to make mistakes and making your mistakes look natural, people aren't even necessarily going to think twice about whether or not your English is perfect or not, because a lot of people's English isn't perfect. So the other big thing about America that kind of really cool is we have such a diverse we have we're so diverse here. You'll find people of like every ethnicity, every origin, and that speak every language, and who all try to learn English, or are actively learning English, or have learned English. And so you have a lot of choppy English, a lot of accents, It's kind of like just a part of the culture, So in my opinion, I'd say if you're worried about sticking out by coming to America, you're not gonna, because like I say, every culture, every ethnicity, we're so diverse here, But yeah, so that's a cool thing about America. Kind of got sidetracked there, but it's chill. Yeah. Completely lost my train of thought, y'all. Look at this dog. Look at that dog. She a good dog. She a good little dog. Yes, she is. She's a good puppy. God, man, I love dogs. I love dogs so much. She's so good. Is Holly? You good girl, Holly? You are. She is ready for bed. As soon as I'm done recording, I'm popping this phone off. And I'm going to sleep. And I'm tired. Gotta get up for work tomorrow. She don't gotta get up for work tomorrow. She a dog. She does is eat, sleep, and complain that she doesn't get to eat more. That I don't give her enough attention. I give her plenty of attention. But my little freeloader here can't get enough. But I just kind of wanted to come here. I just came on here to ramble with y'all. So I'm probably gonna hop off now and go to bed. Take this one to bed. You wanna say goodnight, Howie? Say goodnight. But yeah, like I say always, like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you click that button so you get notified when we have other content coming, because we got a lot of great content coming. And yeah, let me know in the comments any questions you guys have, because like I said beforehand, it's great content to answer your guys' questions, because then you learn something out of it. And to be honest with you, I love answering your guys' questions, and I love interacting with you guys that way. So it's a win-win situation for everybody. So make sure you comment below if you have any questions. Let us know what you think, and let us know how we're doing. And on a separate note, I had one last thing for you guys. Me and my friends are probably going to be traveling to Tokyo in 2026, and I wanted to know from you guys, in your opinion, and this might influence our decision, right? Where do you guys think are the coolest places and the best places to tour in Japan? Because we'll probably definitely be going to Tokyo, but we might be going somewhere else, like Okinawa or Kyoto. But, I want to know what your guys' opinion is on best sceneries, best cities, best places to tour. So let us know in the comments below. I might make a poll to get you guys' opinions on that, but we'll see. But definitely let me know in the comments below your opinions. And yeah, like I say, make sure you interact, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And like always, peace.